Ladies and gentlemen, young and old.
What if I told you that the 10 Commandments looked nothing like what you saw on screen? The real story in the behind-the-scenes photos is even more dramatic than the movie itself. Here are 10 of the 10 Commandments insane behind-the-scenes photos no one wanted you to see.
Back! Where? Into the sea?
Into the hand of God.
Many think the film used only natural desert locations, but behind-the-scenes photos revealed huge man-made structures built directly on sand. Crews went the extra mile to create the full Egyptian streets using wood, plaster, and paint. Some buildings even stretched more than 50 feet high, and in several photos, workers stood below them like tiny dots. But the desert heat made things really hard. The plaster dried too fast, the paint cracked, and windstorms buried equipment under heavy sand. But beyond the troubles, the photos showed calm determination. Crew members climbed scaffolds under burning light, shaping every wall with simple tools and raw strength. These images revealed scales that made the film legendary. And if you thought that's impressive, wait until you see what the cameras caught Charlton doing behind the scenes.
So Ramses tells me. Huh? More important things than obeying my orders?
Charlton Heston appeared as powerful as the real Moses in the movie, but photos showed him relaxed and smiling between takes. He sat on folding chairs, he laughed with makeup artists, and adjusted his robes himself like any regular actor. Not only that, one photo showed him holding his baby son while still in full costume, and another with him drinking water as dust blew everywhere. The truth is, these images revealed the human side of a colossal character. They showed that Moses, though filmed as a prophet, was also a father and a co-worker on set. The photos brought warmth to the film's iconic figure. But Moses wasn't the only one surrounded by a sea of people. The cast really was massive.
Madam to kneel before Pharaoh.
Command what you have conquered, my brother.
The film featured more than 10,000 extras in some scenes. According to the pictures, they were gathered in huge groups prepping for their roles. Many extras came from local communities near the production locations on simple cloth costumes designed for quick adjustments. Makeup teams lined them up and worked at incredible speed. One photo showed rows of extras waiting for direction, while another showed families resting under shade tents. These pictures revealed the massive coordination needed for each scene. Every movement mattered. Every position helped create the sense of a nation in motion. The sight is breathtaking even today. But surrounding these crowds was a structure so grand it needed its own spotlight.
Dread Lord of Darkness.
Pharaoh's palace looked enormous in the film, but the photos behind the scenes showed the careful effort behind its creation. The palace was a mix of real structures and painted backdrops. Artists used bright colors to match ancient Egyptian designs, and columns were carved from wood but painted to look like stone. Aside from that, photos showed painters balancing on tall ladders, with light crews testing reflections on the golden surfaces. Also, carpenters captured shaping details with precise hand tools. The palace wasn't just a decoration, it was a character in the story, and the photos prove how much effort went into its presence. And speaking of presence, the next set of images captured someone whose intensity never faded on or off camera. Yul Brynner played Ramses with intensity, and behind-the-scenes photos revealed that same energy off camera. He stood tall in rehearsals and practiced poses with absolute focus. Several photos showed him in costume without his crown, and he was still looking powerful and confident. Especially in simple moments, he carried the character's authority. These images highlighted his dedication. They showed that Ramses was shaped by constant practice and discipline. His presence helped anchor the film's emotional conflict. But even a strong performance needed the perfect wardrobe, and the enormous world of costumes wasn't exempted.
My people go.
Point of the sword shall
Let him rave on, that men shall know him man.
The film used more than 30,000 costumes. Behind-the-scenes photos showed racks filled with robes, armor, and headdresses, and tailors standing beside long tables covered with fabrics. They cut and stitched with steady hands, with designers sketching details for adjustments. One photo showed a worker repairing beads on a royal costume, and another showed a long row of sandals waiting for extras. The costume team created history with thread and fabrics. Their work undoubtedly shaped the visual world of ancient Egypt. But creating the look of the film required direction. Costumes alone couldn't bring the story to life, but Cecil B. DeMille's style was nothing short of fire and passion.
Chariot! Nothing can stop them!
Order the men to move back, Joshua. Move back!
Cecil B. DeMille led the film with a firm vision. The photos found showed him everywhere at once. He stands beside huge cameras, he reviews notes on large boards. Not only that, but he also points toward distant parts of the set with certainty. Crew members depended on him for directions. Actors listened closely as he explained emotions and movements. Beyond that, one photo showed DeMille sitting in a chair with oxygen support, reflecting the level of commitment he had toward his work. Even though he was in poor health, he kept on working. His determination shaped the film's tone and message. The photos highlight his commitment and leadership. Yet no vision could succeed without groundbreaking effects. The movie wasn't done pushing boundaries just yet, as the Red Sea was beyond real. The parting of the Red Sea remains one of cinema's greatest visual moments. Large water tanks were used for tests. Special pumps controlled the waves. The crew filmed water flowing backward, then reversed the footage. Miniature models helped create the wall of water look, with the lighting team shaping the reflections for realism. Several photos showed the small-scale setups. These images revealed the clever ideas behind these electrifying scenes, proving it was real hard work and not just digital tricks. The effect used real water, real light, and real timing. That combination created a miracle on screen. And the spectacle didn't stop there.
Woe unto thee, O Israel!
The film used enormous statues during the building scenes. Some statues were 30 feet tall. They were built from lightweight materials but still required many workers. The crew used cranes, pulleys, and careful balance. Photos showed men pushing wheels under heavy bases, while others showed statues being painted while cranes held them in place. These props created the feeling of ancient labor and power, and the images showed the real effort behind those giant shapes. But nothing compares to the spectacle where the entire production came together on a massive scale.
Aaron, stretch out my staff against the water.
The Exodus scenes remain some of the most ambitious in film history. Extras walked across wide desert paths, with children riding on carts filled with simple props as camera crews moved beside them on trucks. Animals added unpredictable energy, with handlers guiding their goats, camels, and sheep through the scenes. Every shot required timing, patience, and direction. One photo shows DeMille standing on a high platform to oversee everything. The view stretched across miles of activity. These photos captured the heart of the film, showing a world in motion, shaped by countless hands. No other moment displayed the film's ambition so clearly. The Ten Commandments remains one of the boldest productions ever attempted. These behind-the-scenes photos reveal a world of effort many viewers never imagined. If you enjoyed this deep look behind the scenes, hit the like button, and don't forget to also subscribe for more of these videos. Until next time, thanks for watching.